Yes, the first one of 2023, and my man Nathaniel Milligan and I are thrilled to be joined by Patrick Puzon, who is here because he broke a swimming school record. So, Patrick, just first question, tell us the event that you broke the record in and what your time was.
So the event I broke the record in was 53. I went at 21:19.
And obviously that broke the school record. Do you know how long that record had been the record?
I know it was set in probably 16 or 17, so a good
It's
amount.
been a good while, yeah. Is that your fastest 50 that you ever swam?
No, it's not. Yeah,
So you're saying that record you could bring it even lower?
possibly.
I was also going to ask you. I know you swim a lot of different events. Are there some other records that you think you're going to shatter before the season's over?
Hopefully 100 freestyle. Yeah.
That's going down next.
Hopefully.
So, obviously we're teammates on two different teams, club and high school. And swimming's one of those sports that you don't really have a ton of team chemistry. Like, you can't, really rely on someone else to help you out, like swimming. So how do you think, like, your teammates on both club and high school have helped you, like, progress to be able to, like, break records like this?
So for our Trinity team, I feel like the community is really nice,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just nice to be around. As for my club team, they're very competitive, and they're able to push me a lot harder than some Trinity teammates.
And yeah, that sort of was the next question I was going to ask. Just like, what's the difference? I mean, I guess obviously for club, like swimming is a big priority in all those athletes' lives, whereas for high school swimming, some people are year round, but some people just do it for fun. But is there, like, kind of for you, when you go to, let's say, a school practice or meet versus a club practice or meet, like, do you have a different mindset?
Yes, for Trinity meets and practices, I'm there to help other swimmers and help the team, of course, and win events. And the year-round practices and meets, I'm mainly there for myself and my times and stuff.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
So, like, obviously you swim 50 free, that's probably your main event, but what would you say, like, you've been working on? Like, what are some other events that you've been trying to, like, work on to hopefully, like, do in the future?
200 IM and 100 fly.
So we talked a little bit before the podcast started about you stepped away from swimming for a little while. Can you just talk about, like, now that you're back in the pool, what that time away has it refocused you? Has it given you more of appreciation for the sport, and just kind of how your mindset maybe is different from like before you took that little hiatus and after?
Yeah, so my mindset definitely switched since the time I stopped swimming. I was off for about like 8 months or so, and in that time I was just working on myself, and now that I'm back, I'm focused on going to swim in college, and I've been putting in the work for that. So
That's great. All right, let's end it with a quick lightning round. I'm just going to ask you a few quick questions, not necessarily to do with swimming, but just for us to get to know you a little bit better, Patrick. What is your favorite meal, like the night or day before a meet?
definitely pasta with marinara.
And do you have a hype song that you listen to before you jump in the pool?
Probably Rookie of the Year.
Who is your favorite swimmer? Like a Olympic or somebody you look up to?
Caleb Dressel for sure.
Who's your favorite athlete outside of swimming?
At the outside of swimming. LeBron James. Yeah.
What's your favorite class at school?
Definitely design fundamentals.
And you mentioned you would like to swim in college. Obviously, you're only a sophomore. I don't think we said that yet, so it's a long way off. But what's maybe a dream school that you would hope that you might get a chance to go to?
University of Florida.
And let me just do two more. When you're a grown up, like, what would be your dream place to live if you could afford to live anywhere in the world? Where would you want to live?
California or Florida.
And what are you getting your girlfriend for Valentine's Day?
Chocolate probably.
All right, awesome. Patrick, congratulations on the record. Like we said, only, it's January of your sophomore year. I'm sure you're going to have more improvements to come, but that's amazing that you broke a school record that's been up there for probably 6 or 7 years, and look forward to seeing you break some more. Congratulations, bud.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to do a quick recap. We've just entered 2023. We've got 4 winter sports going on right now. Just want to update how all those are doing. Well, let's start with swimming. We just talked to Patrick Puzon, who broke the 50 free record. But Nathaniel, you're on the swim team. How's swim going in this early part of the season?
So yeah, swim's doing really good. We have a lot of new guys and girls. So the team's really young. So a lot of those like younger people that really haven't swam that much and probably haven't swam in over a couple years are really like progressing, getting in shape, and they're finally dropping times and doing some. They're doing pretty well. And then on like the other side of the people that swim year round and like some of the more experienced swimmers, like the upperclassmen, those like we're doing pretty well. We have a lot of new state cuts, so the state team is growing, and then we're situated pretty well in the state rankings.
Sweet. Well, definitely excited to see how that progresses. Then with winter track, I think they've only had one meet so far, I'm pretty sure, but broke a couple school records out there. And I think the relay team, 4x200, I think it was, broke a school record. So we know there's a lot of talented both boys and girls in track, and we'll be hopefully talking to some of those athletes in the weeks to come. And then basketball. You know, it's no secret that both the boys and girls struggled last year, but they're both turned it around so far. Boys are at 7-2 as we film this, and the girls are 5-1. Both of those are more wins than either team got all of last year.
Yeah.
We're still only not even a third of the way through the regular season. So it's really great to see the major improvements for boys and girls basketball. You got an athlete of the week, or I guess this is really our first one of these in about a month. So really anything from December?
I think I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go 2. So track. I'm gonna go with Nathan Sims. He's a transfer from James River, and I think he broke one of the jumping records. So that's really impressive out of a technically would be a rookie. And then I'm gonna also go with Sophie Dolan, who is consistently putting up like huge numbers and is contributing all the time.
That's great, yeah. And I'm going to look at boys basketball for a rookie. I mean, Devion Brown, I know we talked a lot about him in the fall for football, but he was the MVP of the Travis tournament, just a freshman. He really did an incredible defensive job against Stewart's best player, really holding him in check in that Travis Invitational Championship. As well as doing some great things on the offensive end. So he would be a rookie that I would go with, and even really, like, I guess technically his second best sport. And then for an athlete of the week, or really month of December, I'd go with Leland Coleman. I mean, as a senior leader in basketball, he's really stepped up this year. He was all-tournament in the Travis tournament. He had a buzzer beater last week in a regular season win over Stewart in a really tight, exciting game, and he made a great play to win that game. And just this team, you know, after only winning 5 games last year, they're sitting there at 7-2. So got to give Leland a lot of credit for that senior leadership, and he stepped up and played great. Got anything else to talk about this week?
Not really. Probably next week.
Yeah, well, next week we got, I know, some home basketball telecasts next week. Fork Union on Tuesday, and St. Christopher's next Friday will be our next home, and St. Catherine's as well. That's actually a doubleheader, girls and boys, Friday the 13th. So that'll be a fun one. And hopefully we'll have some more athlete interviews next week. Hope you enjoyed hearing from Patrick.
Yeah.
And thank you, Nathaniel. Thanks to our producer and camera person, Lily Jeanette. And we'll see you next time.